Okay, so, I am currently trying to learn about object-oriented programming. Oh, yeah, object-oriented programming in PhP. And I'm in the subclass class section of the lesson, and I'm having a bit of a problem with, echoing things out to my little hosty boasty. So let's see if I could just go there for a moment. Okay. So, here is okay. So here are my classes and my subclasses. I have oops, do that. There and this here. Okay. So you can see both of them. Over here I have a class called person, and I have my properties: first name, last name, age, and I'm just trying to return the full name. Right, so this function, then the full name, you know what I'm talking about. So anyways, I have a subclass preacher, which extends the person, so that goes, it extends it, yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but it extends it. The class preacher takes on the properties of the class person. I'm trying to make sure I understand this properly. And then I have the fighter class, and that also has their own properties. Each has their own properties. The problem that I'm having is with placement of code within the file. As you can see, right here, oops, I just clicked on something. Right here, which is John Deere. Over here I have my new instance, or my object, fight, and then I'm assigning John to first name and Deere to the last name, right? When I have it above this, and I'm echoing the full name program. When I have this code block, well, more like this code block, above this get object vars, let me show you. You see it works, right? But when I put it underneath, I get errors. Attempt to assign property fname. Why does this happen? We haven't learned about memory allocation. I know Primogen was talking about in-memory allocation, I think yesterday, talking about how it's important to understand this. But we, in my school, they did not teach us anything about that. We went straight into into programming and DevOps stuff and stuff like that. So I wanted to know, why is it that when I'm trying to assign a name to fname and last name and echo out that full name, if I put that underneath, I'm not sure if you guys can see, if I put this underneath this, why do I get this error? Because if PHP just goes from top down, it should see that I'm making a new object, right? And then it should see that I want to print out this object, this stuff here. It should print out the variables, and then when it gets to here, shouldn't it also just go ahead and print out this? Why is it that when I put this up here, the error goes away and I'm able to get that then full name echoed out? Right? And why is that? Why did I put breaks in that? So that'd be on one. Oh, I probably should have kept that final breaks in. John Deere. Why is that? Why does it work up here and it doesn't work down here? I really like help understanding that because it's kind of frustrating. Because if I were to say PPs, what is PPs? Well, I do have everything available to everything, right? And I'll just echo out the peak. Oops. Just echo out the peak. Echo so watch, it's gonna do an error. Yeah, it's gonna do an error. Right? But I come up here. I think this will work. If I do this up here, it should work. Yeah, it works. So why? I don't really understand. And I'll admit that like the video that my teacher's having me watch, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have if I'm gonna send this clip or this video to my teacher or not. But the video that my teacher's having us watch on LinkedIn about PHP, I didn't watch it fully before trying to test this stuff out myself, because I like to practice it by myself without the video, to try to kind of make sure it like stays in the noggin. But it didn't talk about why it needs to be here. I don't understand why this needs to be above this. And I can't find any information on YouTube or on like Stack Overflow, but my Google foo is really bad. So I'll admit to that failure, but I don't understand exactly why this needs to be above this. Why can't this work beneath this? Yeah, I hope I'm explaining that right. And also, there's another thing. I was doing something else for class. And what I ended up doing was, okay, I made my guitar class, and I extended it from instruments, which this is yeah, here it is. Okay, so this is the instruments, and I made a guitar extends instruments. And what I had initially did was this, guitar extends instruments, and then from the guitar class, I made an electric guitar, from the drums class, sorry, I made an electric drums class that extends drums. And I had tried to put, I'm just going to put this in here, so you can have the coding with me. That's the, I'll put it here. No, I'll put it here. Okay, so I have instruments, then I have drums, extends instruments, then I have E-drums, extends drums. Now, I am not sure if I'm doing this correct. Like I said, I'm very early in the video that talks about subclasses and stuff and extending. I'm just messing around to see if I'm getting the right understanding of what's happening, right? So, let's say I want to put in drums accessories. True. Can I do this? Right? I want the drum class to come with accessories, right? So when I'm looking in here, okay, no, that's wrong. That's the wrong one. Yes, here it is. So like fighter, okay? So person has these attributes, then creature has their own attributes. So what if I wanted to do like paladin, which extends creature, and I want them to have a defense of 20. You see what I mean? So what is it? A subclass of a subclass of a class. Can I do this? Can I put this accessories here for true? And then like because accessories is up here, so this drums should have access to accessories. So I should be able to assign true to accessories, right? And let's say I wanted to do drum software true. Right? And then if now see, I'm not good at loops. I'm not good at loops. But what I want to do is say in this loop, I know it's going to be wrong, so I'm going to explain what I want to do. What I want to do is say if drum software is true, do I do it outside of the class? If drum software is not true, maybe I'm thinking too ahead of myself. If drum software maybe I should do this. Maybe it should be if object, where is it? Where's that thing where it asks for the object and then you pass there's a function. I swear to God I used it. Get class, no. Class methods. If method exists, could I do that? That's asking if the method exists. I want to know if the object exists. If the object exists, or the instance exists, say this. That's what I want to do, but I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if I can. Get first name, if property exists. If properties exist. Okay, so let's try this. If properties exist. If property exists, and the property that I want is going to be, do I put the string or the variable? I'm gonna try this. Like this. Oh, sorry. It's the wrong thing. Software. I don't know if that's right. I'm not sure if that's right. No, yeah, it's a string. It's a string. And we're passing the class and the object in the class as strings. Okay. So, drum software. I just forgot what I looked at. So where do I go with this? Comma, and then next class string property. I'm hoping this is right. If this exists, echo it's this property exists. We're just going to do a basic thing before I get into else. Echo get and then what we want to do is so this is a method, yes? I could run it as a method, no? But do I have to? Couldn't I just... I feel like I'm making this more complicated than I actually should be. Right? Because look, this just does it. It's outside of the class. It's outside of the class. So I don't think I should have to do a method. It's inside the class, no? So I have to make it a method. And then echo. So I know I'm doing this wrong. I know I'm doing this wrong. I know I am. Where is it? If method exists, echo that method. Class methods get method. Okay. So maybe I don't have to. I'm just gonna see what happens. But I think I know I'm doing this wrong. I know I am. No, that's not. Give me those errors. Yeah. Give me those errors. So, that was wrong. I wonder why. Because if I'm doing a method within the class, shouldn't I be able to call that method out? What's exactly the problem with what I'm doing? So, students say hello. Say hello is the method that's being called here, and this method exists. Okay. So what I'm doing is completely different. I'm calling a property. Yeah, I'm calling a property. A property exists. Class and then so okay. anything. I'm passing drums, right? Wouldn't I do E drums? And I'm pretty sure this is going to be long. Echo methods. Implode, because it's an array. I'm gonna just do this and then I'll do the other stuff. Error. Okay. So I'm just gonna use the one that I already have, and that's gonna be implode face string glue. It's a space, isn't it? It's a comma. Okay. Another comma. What else? A break. I need to practice more. I don't actually practice this as much as I'm supposed to be practicing it. Method try. So the method is there. Method. Ooh, what's that? Method try. Method try. Okay, so the try method is there. So would I assign it to try? If method exists, but I'm looking for if property exists. If the property exists. Student first name. Student first name. If that's so when I go to method, if method exists, so where is echo? I think I know what I'm doing now. No? Isn't it? Echo. Was it echo E drums and then do the arrow and try? It is. So we have to make an instance, then echo that instance and arrow and do the arrow boy. I know. Okay. So this is actually, oh, we're already at 24 minutes. This is actually, okay, so, drummy equals new key drums. Then drummy, I'm pretty sure this is drummy. gonna have to be a good girl and not cause any problems, okay? Every time you come in here, you're causing problems. Okay. No, Godzilla. No, no. You're already starting. Okay, so drumming. I think it's echo. Drumming. Try. I don't think that's right. Okay. It is right. Okay. Godzilla, what are you doing? What are you doing? Lay down. Stop scratching me. Okay, so. Oh my gosh. There she goes. Okay, so if this property exists, so this one. Alright. So now we're going to try something else. Function. Because okay, what I'm trying to do is be it to where wait, can't I just what are you doing? Stop! Stop it! Stop it. You're doing weird stuff. Okay, so function software, I guess we'll just call it that thing. I'm not really imaginative. Oh, what did I do? Software. If okay, so what I'm trying to do in this function is if the drum software is equal to true, or if it's equal to true, then to echo software will be included. If it's equal to null or false, then software will not be included. That's what I want it to do. But I don't know if I should put the function here inside the class, then call out, then like call the function, echo it, and put an assignment, like I'm sorry if I sound stupid. This is so new to me. Or if I should put the okay, I'm just gonna do it. If drum software, I'm just going out, equals oh my gosh, true, or I know this is wrong. I just have to type it out. False. Ooh, I think this is the wrong way to do this. False. If it, no, that's actually the wrong way to do it. Well, I mean, if it equals true, like ifs, they're based, when you do if loops, the base is true, right? So like you have to disprove it, right? This is too advanced for me. So if it equals true, echo software will be because else echo software will not be included. We'll see. Okay, so and I think I should pass arguments, shouldn't I? True or false? But we'll just figure this out. Echo. Ooh. Yeah, we'll do it. Echo. Drummy. Software. You guys ready for this failure? Software. False. See those errors. That's right. Okay, well I got it to print. Undefined variable drum software in line 34. What do you mean? Let's see if it drums. I don't think that's gonna be right. No, it's not gonna be right. So why is this an undeclared variable? Let's see if I press. I see you, Godzilla. I see you. Still. Look at that. See what I mean? It's still saying. Even when I put true in there, it's automatically being false. Even when I put true through. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying stuff now. I'm just trying stuff. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, bitch, are you for real? Why did it work? Why did it work? So tired of being constantly confused. Oh, yeah, this property exists. Software will not be included. So I'm guessing because the function, the method, is within the class, when I'm assigning the value to pass through the function, instead of trying to pass the actual variable, I should pass a value so that when I'm calling the function from the eDrums class, it will pass that value through the method. What's up, mama? Which the fence by our house or their house? Okay. I'll go out there in a few minutes. Okay. Alright. Okay. So my dog has dug underneath the fence. So this is going to be the end of this little session here. But, I don't even know anymore. But I'm guessing that when, right down here, right? So I'm calling the class. I'm calling the class eDrums, and I'm storing it in drumming. And when I'm echoing out the function software, I need to pass a value through it, so that when I'm putting the value here at the bottom, it'll be able to run through the test. I can't just put drum software. I need to put something else. So I wonder if I were to do a different one. Not software, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Okay. It's backwards now. Sorry about that if you're confused. So if I do like hardware and the value, and I would say no stool, because some eDrum kits don't have a stool. Some do, right? So stool will be included. Stool will not be included, right? So echo drumming stool false. No errors. So we got a new method. It will be included, will not be included, and if I do true, it will be included. Okay, bitch. Big dick software engineers, web developers coming through. So, these are the functions within eDrum, electronic drum. Now, here's the issue. Let's say I want to add in a different class, a base class. When I'm putting in all those things and I'm echoing that stuff out, will I have to make sure all my methods and stuff that I'm echoing out is underneath all of the properties? So for instance, if I do class E base, what? No, E base extends and instruments. I don't think I need to say class instruments. No. Instrument. And then var string num equals 4. Do I want to be a number or I'll do a string? Var string number 4 and then var color equals black. String. Right? That's the default. And I'll do a method in here. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can name my function the same as my variable. I know it sounds stupid, but I'm a newbie, guys. Function strings. I wonder how I could do like an input box with this. You know what I mean? Like if I were to do a form and they're asking like, okay, like let's do like just a form here, like a box here, and be like, okay, how many like, do you want an electric bass, like a drop down box that says electric bass on it, and then how many strings do you want on your electric bass, or how many string electric, you know what I mean? Like asking how many strings, and then it automatically like they say if they want like a 5-string bass, it automatically pulls up a 5-string bass recommendation. Or like if you're asking on a forum, you're asking them like their expertise level, and it says beginner, you can show some 4 to 5-string basses images in like a row. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm thinking too ahead of myself. So function strings. If I'm a big if loop person. I don't know if that's bad or not. If not method, what is it? Oh my gosh. What is it called? Get property? Get property class, yeah. Get parent class. That's not what I want to do. Let's get class methods. Let's try false. What do I do? Yeah, that's what I did. If property arbitrary property exists, and then we're passing through the string the base, and then string num, right, for the passive class, echo it's this property exists. Oops. Else echo it's not there. And then echo out. I don't know, two potential actually. We're going to go outside. I've already fucking forgotten. We're gonna go outside. Instaboy. We're gonna instaboy. So base s equals new base. And then we're gonna echo base s. We're going to, yeah, we're going to do the shit. I bet this shit is wrong. I bet this is wrong. Wait a minute. So here we have try property exists. Okay, so here we have if property exists ebase. Why do I feel like this is wrong? Because it is. It's not? Okay, I want to try something. Let's see. We're gonna make an error here. Express error. Two. Oh, okay. So it only takes two arguments. My bad. Let's see. It's not there. Okay. Oh, what did I do? Okay. And so if I do this, it's gonna say it exists. So I'm gonna call this something else. I gotta go pretty soon. Let's see if this still works. It still works. We're gonna do another method. Function string. And we're going to say, what can you use for each for? Because I use a lot of if else. A lot of if else. And I'm not sure if it's bad to use a lot of if else. But I feel like I use too much if else. I really do. I feel like I'm using way too much if else. Isn't there like I'm saying like that? Is it bad to use if else a lot in programming? I use it like a lot. Here we go. That code is really right off of myself. That's good for it. And I try to keep if statements aside of if statements as low as possible, but overall I feel like I'm using if thing. Oh, I love books, bitch. If not condition, return. Logic 1. If not condition 2, return. Logic 2. Early return. If not condition, return. Okay. And then logic 1, if not condition 2, return. Oh, he has it underneath. Okay. If condition 1 and condition 2, else return. That's a good thing. Look at you. You're a really polymorphism, bitch. What? I am. What? Replace conditional with polymorphism? I don't think I should be getting into this. Turns out that the only way to replace a readable code with readable code is to introduce all the kinds of OO abstractions that directly enable extensibility. I could heard that abstraction, like too much abstraction is bad, no? If I say file handle equals std out, what? Printf hi, else printf file handle hi. There's object oriented. Is it object oriented? I don't know. Oh, set. Situation review obscure. Those who call for a refactor replace conditional with polymorphism. The first situation simply becomes printf hi. Last duplication, the file handle is a polymorphic object. The second situation becomes my tie dot tie on neck. Ooh, see. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm reading. Because what exactly is wrong with this? That you would need to just do this. If file handles equal stdalt print hi, else fprint file handle hi. Switch my type dot get my type case comes my tie dot tie on neck. Ooh, that seems to be a lot. $128? Yeah. Yeah. That sounds about better. Try polymorphism. Encode logic in data? Maybe do a lookup against a why would I need data for strings? Wait, no. There's a check for solutions to tic-tac-toe. Check out how it's resolved in React. You just need to know that they're modeled. The tic-tac-toe board is a simple array, so picture it. So wait, put my stuff in a map? Alternatively, try to encode the logic in data. Maybe do a lookup against a map literal. Export the functions. Calculate the winner. Const line. For let I equal 0, I greater than links. And then you're going to increment it. The const abc is going to equal lines I. If square a and squares a equals squares b and squares a equals squares c, return square a. What? Who the fuck are you talking to? Squares a, b, c, lines I. You know, I actually might try this little thing right here myself in PhP to try to figure out what the heck they're talking about. Okay, we're nearing an hour. Okay, so let's just try this. If what do? We don't call the actual variable in this. We call ebase as a no. It was a value, no? I'm lost again. Y'all, I'm having a hard time. So the string, if this is strings, doesn't have to be a value. If strings is equal to or less than 4, echo normal base. Else if wait a minute. Could I do let I equals 0, I is no. I mean, I couldn't I? Not like that, but I could do like a for let I equals 0, I is greater than or less than. You know what I mean? I could do like an incrementation, couldn't I? Where the base is 4, so I would be 4, because that's the minimum number of base strings you could have is 4. So I would be 4. And then I would increment I. Right? And so if I were to map this, well, why would I map it though? Wouldn't there be an easier way? I wouldn't have to map it if I want to see if the person wants a higher number of strings on their base. I wouldn't have to map it, but I could do a for let where I equals 4 as the base number, and then we increment by 1. And then when we do that, we can say if base if base equals 4 or greater, 4 or less. No, it couldn't be. It would have to straight up equal 4. So if strings equal 4, no, because then that would be true. If strings equal 4 and there's a way. There's a way I could use this, but I mean, in the end, I'm still using this. Sure, the for let is really great, but I'm still using it in the end. So, else if strings greater than 4. So cooler. Instrument, right? And so what we're going to do here is we're going to echo base as strings string 5. did it. Now, I'm pretty sure there is a way to do this with the for let. So 4, let I equal 4, that's the base, and then we can increment it in some way, in some fashion. My dog is snoring. Okay, we're over an hour of study right now, so we're gonna call it quits for today. Goodbye.